Holy fuck, boys. If that is not the most ass clench match that we have seen tonight.
Anyways, welcome back. We are here for game number 3, week 4. We got the Goofy Goobers versus Baddy League on Wednesday nights. I'm Evilite here with BSRK. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going. If we have a match anything like last match, we are in for a goddamn treat, boys.
That was quite the chaotic clusterfuck, if I do say so myself.
My asshole is still unclenching from it.
Well, anyway, starting off, we're going to Eichenwald. Goofy Goober is currently sitting just outside the playoff spot after Eichenwald lost 2-1 to Scared Checklist in the first match of this week. Goofy Goobers has an opportunity to catch up. So we'll see if they can put themselves into playoff position as Baddy League on Wednesday nights tries to secure a couple victories and try and move into first place.
Pretty interesting comp coming out of the side of, I don't know what team Dr. Eggman's on, but I am not surprised that he's running a Doom Fist. Phenomenal on that hero. Super Chad, if I do say so myself.
He is the Chad Doomfist of the league, Dr. Eggman of the Baddy League on Wednesday nights.
It's going to be a pretty quick to come team fight if is it Baddy League? Yeah, it is Baddy. It's going to be a pretty quick team fight if Baddy League is going to have Heron just sitting right at the choke. But he's probably going to back up, just going for scouts. Yep.
So here they go, as they're going to push in, going to go right past the choke right away as Slice Bread's going to get the hook, but not going to be able to get the frag out of that one. As they've moved to the point pretty fast, they've gotten through the choke really easily. As jockeying for position, as Slice Bread's going to get the hook on Autobotter and take her out. As Head Reaver gets taken out by Dreaded DPS, but Eggman's going to answer back with the Rocket Punch onto support Eggman. Slice Bread with the hook finisher onto Cuban Pete, as it looks like Goofy Goober's really easy first push and take on the capture point here.
Yeah, very surprising. Usually Dr. Eggman comes out of these fights with about 2 or 3 Doomfist kills all on his lonesome, but he only managed to get the one, and I think that's what allowed the other team to be able to really secure their hold on the point.
Yeah, especially when you got Sliced Bread here on this Roadhog. He's one I really want to watch, because I remember him just absolutely popping off last week on this hero, and looking for him to do the same thing.
It's essentially going to be Dr. Eggman versus Sliced Bread, with Sliced Bread most likely trying to counter out Dr. Eggman.
Sliced Bread getting knocked around quite a little bit, as he's going to pop Whole Hog, and that's going to be answered by the Meteor Strike coming in out of Eggman, as Xlow's going to take out Autobotter. Dragon Strike coming in through the castle out of Heron, but it's not going to be able to pick anyone up, as Dreaded DPS going to take out Head Reaver here. As a Supercharger coming out of Benny, going to try and increase the damage here on his team, as Eggman's going to take out Sliced Bread. There's also get the Seismic Slam on the Dreaded DPSs. There's a good defensive hold.
See, and they gotta
push under the bridge here. So
half the team wiped by Dr. Eggman alone, and that's the plays that I think Baddy League on Wednesday nights is looking for.
Yeah, they're really gonna need Sliced Bread to be able to get, if he can land a straight hook on him and shut him down. It's gonna be really key for some of these fights.
Without a doubt, Dr. Eggman, key to this team, can basically end a team fight all by himself, which is something you don't see a lot in this league.
So Heron switched off the Hanzo over to the Sombra, looking to probably get a hack onto the ball and trying to prevent him from swinging around everywhere. As a nice 3-man Hulk's going to be able to get pulled on, as Heron's going to be able to take out Axolotl, as I was expecting. As here comes the beat out of Snipes, as he's going to...
Odd really weird beat out of Snipes.
Yeah, not really going to be too useful, as half the team gets taken out and the push is going to stall out, as Goofy Goober's going to have to retreat and reset.
But if you're Goofy Goobers, you're not too worried, because you've got Sliced Bread about over halfway to...
Head Reaver's got a big hook on a Dreaded DPS and take him out as... Oh, Eggman coming in with the Rocket Punch, going to take out Eggman as he was... Lessons that the Meteor Strike's going to take out, as Eggman providing a lot of the damage here. She takes out 4.
Yeah,
that
no.
fight.
If Goofy Goobers wants to go anywhere through this choke, they gotta do something about Eggman.
They really do. He is creating quite a problem in the back line of the Goobers. He's gonna rocket punch. Is he looking for a little rollout? Seismic slam from the top rope. Not gonna be able to hit anybody with it. As a Blizzard and Minefield coming out. As it looks like the Goobers are actually gonna be able to take an advantage here in this fight. As they're finally gonna be able to get this the payload pushed out from underneath the bridge. As Heron kind of trying to be annoying with the Sombra on the back line. He's just kind of hang out and
If you're Goofy
he does
Goobers, you're pretty pleased with this because you got about, I want to say, 2 ults out of blown out of that last team fight, and you're coming into this fight with 2 of your own.
So Eggman's gonna get the rocket punch onto Dreaded DPS to take him out. But here comes Heron on the backside with the EMP. He's only gonna be able to get a couple. Full support's gonna be hacked as he gets the hack onto Axolotl as the Meteor Strike coming in from Eggman. He's looking for somebody, but it seems like everyone's already been taken out by the time he's coming down to land. His Slice Spread's gonna get hooked in by Head Reaver and taken out as the defense holding up barely, but they did not break.
Really, really clutch plays coming in on the side of Baddy League. But if you're Baddy League right now, you're gonna be really keeping your eye on Dreaded. He's got that Deadeye ready, and if we for anyone that has literally any experience with last year's league, you know what Dreaded's capable of, so you better keep an eye on him.
There he goes. He's gonna pop the high noon as he's gonna get hacked out of it by Heron, and he's not gonna be able to get anything out of it. As Axolotl is gonna get hooked off the map by Head Reaper as he's gonna pop the whole hog, but immediately gets stunned up by Dreaded DPS. A couple kills going back and forth as Valkyrie is gonna get popped by Dr. Eggman, support Eggman, and he's gonna get the res back onto Dreaded DPS. So trying to swing the fight back in their favor is Brian's gonna take out Dr. Eggman. The Doomfist, as this is looking pretty good. They got the advantage going, as Axolotl is gonna be able to come back from spawn.
Super back and forth fight here.
He's gonna get hacked. The Halt not gonna be able to pull him quite off the edge as the EMP, big EMP coming out of Heron as he catches 5 with that. As without being able to use any of the abilities, they're gonna have to really fall back and reset as they get their usage back. As Brian's gonna throw the Blizzard down, but he's gonna get, oh, he's not gonna quite get knocked off as Head Reaver's gonna get caught in the Blizzard. He's gonna get taken out. As Axolotl gonna get pulled off the map by the Halt out of Benny. As Dreaded DPS is gonna take down Dr. Eggman. Let's see if he can, he's gonna need to really carry this fight as we only got about 10 seconds left, and right now it looks like it's a pretty even fight. They only got a few more meters to go. It's Eggman coming in with a Meteor Strike from spawn. Gonna slam in on the back line and take out the Mercy. He's gonna be able to shut down Dreaded DPS during his high noon, as this is not looking good.
Such a scrappy fight.
Eggman trying to do his best to try and stall on point as the Coalescent's gonna get popped by Snipes as Axolotl gonna get booted off the map by Otterbotter.
That is gonna be a that's gonna be an old Otterbotter's gotta miss. But
Snipes coming in with that huge Coalescence to trying to finally get this push, but Brian throwing the Blizzard down pretty much just to get the Wrecking Ball off the payload, and it's gonna be successful as they finally do get the push.
Big problem on the side of Baddy League on Wednesday nights. It was a miscommunication. You got Heron, who landed a massive 5-person EMP.
Super big EMP.
They only got 1 elimination of value out of it.
Yeah, definitely need
and
to.
I think that's what really screwed the team fight over for him.
And is Axolotl going to get the pile driver on the back line? Is Heron going to get the hack? But that's not really going to matter too much, as Head Reaver going to pop the whole hog and take out Sliced Bread, who has switched off the Roadhog and onto the Winston. The monkey, but now he's gonna swap over to the Ursa. That doesn't seem like that Winston was working out too much, as Baddy League is pushing the Goobers back quite far.
Yeah, and if you're Baddy League right now, you want to stall. You want to build as much ults as you want, because you can bet that what's the team name? Goofy Goobers right now is probably trying to bank on their own ult.
Well, Coalescence going to get popped by Cube and Pete as they still have the EMP and the Meteor Strike. Meteor Smash coming in.
This is
Aaron
the cube
looking for a big EMP as he's only going to get 2 with that one. And here comes the Meteor Strike coming in from Dr. Eggman. Is he going to be able to find anybody with this one? Not going to be able to get any eliminations with it, but the Coalescence from Snipes keeping his team alive as a lot of kills are coming in on the side of the Goobers as Axolotl's going to get that tempo res.
And they're coming into this with both their tank ults. So if you're if you're Goofy Goobers, you're really confident about this next team fight.
They get the team kill. Someone's gonna have to get on here as Eggman coming in with a side switch slam. Maybe he'll take out Dreaded DPS. That's one of the DPS already down. Brian throwing out the blizzard onto the payload. So Eggman's gonna get frozen up. Is he gonna be able to get finished off? It doesn't really seem like it is. He's going to take out his Eggman counterpart with the Seismic Slam. Cuban Pete with the Coalescence is going to be able to take out Brian as the defense holding up really good right here. There's really just sliced bread left and he's going to get shut down as pushes him off the payload, and that's going to be the end of the first round. Overall, pretty good.
Shut down by the mass of 5 ults that was on the side of Baddy League.
Overall, pretty solid offensive round coming out of the Goobers. As they're not quite able to get it pushed all the way there, but it's still a long way to go.
Yeah, no, it was a very, very valiant effort coming out of Goofy Goobers, winning a lot of team fights that they probably shouldn't have, but they were able to capitalize on. They were able to capitalize on the lack of capitalization on the side of Baddy League, because Baddy League would get these picks, these first picks, but they wouldn't go in on that. So basically, and I think that Goofy Goobers was able to pick up on that and say, hey, this is still a winnable fight because they're not collapsing in on us despite the fact that we have one person gone. And I think it's that communication that's really helping Goofy Goobers right now.
Yeah, not being able to push the tempo after you get that first pick and kind of let them kind of regroup and kind of without actually fully resetting the fight. Once you get that first pick, I mean, if you feel like you can pressure them, go forward and try and get more frags and be able to stall out the push as much as they can. But anyway, they only got to get it to 61.33 meters on the second point or on the third point. And
well, we're about to see if they can pull it off in the next couple seconds here.
So Baddy League on Wednesday nights coming out with pretty much the same composition on offense as they did have on defense at the end there. Axolotl sitting on the bridge. He's going to look for a big pile driver here. As the Hulk's going to catch quite a few, but he's going to get blocked off by his own Maywall. As Baddy League's going to be able to start pushing through the first point. As Eggman's going to be able to take out Snuffs with the rocket punch, but he's going to get rezzed up. So we're back to 6v6, but Eggman doing his thing, taking out Dreaded DPS with the melee. Heron taking out Brian, so now they got both DPS players are down for the Goobers as they're going to look for this 4v6 fight. It's a nice Hulk's going to be able to pull them together. But Eggman's going to take out Axolotl. This is a really big advantage.
Stop, they're already dead.
6v3, they're going to be able to steamroll him from here as it's just sliced bread left. Dreaded DPS is just kind of chilling here on the high ground, but I don't think one Ash is going to be able to just take on the rest of the 5 of Baddy League as he's going to get taken out, and that's a really fast first cap.
What a fucking Giga Chad. Wipes out half the, and he pops the voice line. There it is. And he's already got a Meteor Strike for the next fight.
Restoring you.
So if you're Baddy League, you're pretty confident going into this next fight because you're going to be coming up on a massive ult here.
He's definitely charged that really fast. Heron trying to be really annoying in the backline. He's just going to hack on the sliced bread, and with the help of Head Reaver, he's going to be able to take out the Orisa. As any offensive picks here, Dreaded DPS is going to fall off the map.
This is such a far forward push, but it's working.
Yeah, I mean, all you need is just like really just one person pushing it. I mean, it's not going the fastest it can, but as long as you're keeping them off it, not be able to contest it, it's just easy free push.
They basically just won 2 team fights for the price of 1.
Ooh, EMP coming in from Heron. He's gonna be able to catch 4 with that. Is really, really good EMP. As that's gonna be 4. Wow, that's not even a team fight. That's just a massacre of a fight right there.
If Heron had not done that, oh, it's Baddy
coming in
on
with
the
a really,
attack. How
really
do I
late
forget?
blizzard. As he's gonna be able to try and stall this out for as much as he can, but he's gonna get taken out really easily.
Heron, you fucking Chad.
Baddy League on Wednesday nights, this is just a steamroll of an offensive push thus far. They're already got the first point capture.
Yeah,
They've already gotten the first.
If you're
payload
betting,
checkpoint.
you are smiling hard. You have 5 minutes.
They still got 5. Yeah,
Not even all the way to the end.
insane.
And that's gonna win you the first map. So
Supercharger
you're
gonna
pretty
get
much in the
popped by
danger
Sliced
zone.
Bread as
especially
both
with that.
Coalescence gonna get popped here. A lot of support else being popped as they're gonna be able to try and hold them off here. As Eggman coming in with a big seismic slam uppercut combo to take out Axolotl. Brian gonna get taken out by Otterbotter as this is once again a really, really one-sided fight.
Oh
as
boy, and that's
Aaron
gonna be
popping another
attacking
EMP.
everyone on the point.
Dread DPS on this Reaper trying to stall on the point as much as he can as he pops the Wraith form to kind of fly around a little bit. Heron's going to get taken out by Brian, so this might be the turning point in this fight that the Goobers are looking for and try and stall out this defense.
They're gonna do it.
Dread DPS is going to
Maybe
get
not though.
booped away while popping the Death Blossom, but he's going to get rezzed up by Eggman as Coalescence popped the second time of this fight. And still, no one's really quite getting an advantage as Irza comes a big meteor smash.
This is such a
You take out superchargers on both sides.
everyone just throwing everything at the walls. Holy shit!
All the ults, big blizzard from Brian. This might be the one that solidifies this fight for the Goobers. As with the spawn advantage here of the Goobers, they pretty much any trade kill they get is gonna work out in their favor. As
If the Goobers get a foothold, oh my god,
Eggman's
Eggman!
popping off right now.
Eggman,
Getting a couple.
Eggman, go get a foam roller. I promise you, your back probably fucking hurts right now.
EMP coming out of Heron as Snipes trying to do his best to stall on the point as they only need to push it that much.
Ooh,
That was quite the steamroll of an offensive push
that was
for
a
Baddy League.
fucking dick smasher of a hold from Goofy Goobers. Holy shit, they held for so long, and it was both teams literally just getting ults so they could chuck them at each other.
It's like literally, like both the Moiras got 2 ultimates in that one fight alone.
This is my will.
Big play of the game come out of Snipes as he pretty much just throws a damage orb through the team and tags everyone up for the easy eliminations. As Dr. Eggman with the 69. Let me hear it.
Oh, got him.
69, nice. Great kill participation.
Dude, what an actual fucking Chad.
Only the real ones get 69% kill participation.
Dude, good match for Dr. Eggman already.
No one's been able to shut him down, like, at all.
Yeah, no, if Goofy Goobers wants a chance in this series, they gotta do something about Eggman. I don't know if you want to run the May, the McCree, but you gotta do something about that Doomfist, because if
They need
right now they're just ignoring it, and he is just absolutely fucking dunking on them.
They really need something like, I don't know, a Brig or a Sombra of their own to try and hack him. Something. You just can't let them do this.
They're ignoring him. They're ignoring the biggest threat that they have. That
I don't think they're ignoring them. They're just trying. They're just not. They're not work. It's not working. They need to do something.
Dude, they have to think of something, and they have not found the right counter to this Doomfist. But we're gonna go into a Temple of Anubis, another Doomfist map. So
honestly, at this point, any map is a Doomfist map for Eggman.
yeah, I've seen the guy do it. I've seen the guy just play Doomfist on King's Row and carry. Like, I played comp with him. Guy carried me all the way to Plat just by playing Doomfist.
Super
He's
Chad
an
Doomfist.
actual fucking Chad.
Alright, yeah, anyway, on to Temple of Anubis we go. Badly taking that Eichenwald map very convincingly, I would say.
Yeah, very convincing win coming out of Blown on Eichenwald. Probably going to try to replicate the same thing on Anubis. So.
I mean, the Groovers really just have one question that they need to answer. Can they stop Eggman on this Doomfist? If no, then you just automatically lose.
And by the looks of it, they're not going to come... The Genji and the Widow. Ooh, they do have the... Ooh. We're about to see it.
So they did pull out the Brigitte.
We're about to see the fucking battle of the Egg Boys. Alright? It's gonna be this Brigitte versus this Doomfist. Fucking Egg War Boys.
I mean, Brigitte's really good at shutting down these dive heroes.
Strap in and get ready to put on another pair of pants.
You dive in, you right click, you left click, you stun them, you focus them, and that takes care of that. We'll see if it is that easy, as Goofy Goober is going to start out on offense here, as Heron's kind of just chilling around on this Sombra in the back, trying to get a cheeky hack here on the back line. As he's going to do a little bit of damage, as Eggman's looking for the early pick, but he's not going to get it on the Dreaded.
Dude, I'm just going to watch the fucking Dr. Eggman show.
He's
That's what it is right now, boys.
Head Reaver looking for the hook as Axolotl's gonna get hacked. A great halt coming out of Benny as that combos into the seismic slam from Eggman to take out the Orisa. Rocket Punch gonna force him back, but not knock any of them down. Brian's gonna get the hacks.
Is the Brigitte even going to help with Brian on the Reaper all the way just out, nowhere near his team? Is it
Eggman?
Is this Brigitte gonna help against Eggman?
I mean, he hasn't really dove in too much other than that one halt that was hit from Benny. As he's going in right now, he's trying to get onto dreaded DPSs. He's kind of just free firing on that Widow on top of the bridge. As Supercharger coming out of Benny that's going to be able to amplify the damage quite a bit to take out.
There it is.
Axolotl. A big EMP coming out of Heron is
look at that.
Comboed with the Whole Hog from Head Reaver, going to get a double headshot Whole Hog.
I want I don't know if you noticed it, but the second they got rid of Eggman, the second that Sliced Bread was able to land that hook, that's when or no, they weren't able to carry the momentum because Head Reaver immediately countered it.
It was a great EMP from Heron combo into the Whole Hog that pretty much shut that fight down pretty fast. Heron lurking in the back on the Sombra, trying to look for another cheeky hack. Here comes the Ant Matrix coming out of Otterbotter, but everyone's kind of just chilling back, waiting for it to expire, as they're gonna try and scooch around onto this.
They can't even approach. That's how terrifying Eggman is.
He's looking for something, trying to combo it in with the halt as Coalescence coming out.
And that's
both supports.
That's gonna be another team fight, starting to lean the way of Baddy League.
So honestly, so far it doesn't seem like Eggman's like, I mean, he's doing something, but I wouldn't say he's like carrying these fights now. It's really just really good team play coming out of Baddy League, I want to say, right now.
He's being that big red threat that that basically says, hey, if you try to approach, you will die. So
well, Brian Secret Agent Manning his way in the backline is gonna get found out by Eggman and Heron. This is gonna stall the sad face in the chat. He's gonna stall out the offensive pushes. They only got a minute left, and this defense looking really solid for Baddy League. As Eggman's gonna dive in.
Eggman's gonna have to be their first pick because they can't go in unless they get rid of him.
Slice Bread's gonna get taken out. Oh man, this is
He's just chilling in their backline, having the time of his life. Look at this.
I mean, the threat that he's creating, just him being there. I mean, he doesn't really have to do that much. I mean, he is, but I mean, he just exactly, and he's just creating a giant bubble around him. That's like, hey, you can't go here, or I'm just gonna take you down. This is a Dragon Strike coming in from spawn.
I thought this was the Baddy Overwatch League, not the fucking Eggman show. Holy shit.
EMP Whole Hog combo coming in again. As Heavy was going to take out 2, Eggman going to take out Brian with a rocket punch. Actually allows him to follow the seismic slam, another rocket punch coming out of Eggman. This is what is he doing? Stop, dude! They're already dead. Just quit it.
Lanta.
Round 1 complete.
Seriously, it's.
Clear. Score.
I was waiting for him to do something where he,
2-0.
like what he just did right there. You know, he was kind of doing his thing. You know, getting a couple frags here and there. But the rest of his team is also doing pretty good.
Initiating
Did Goofy Goobers even touch the point?
I don't think so. I don't even think they got past like where they were setting, where the defense was setting up.
Oh my god.
That is a hard yikes coming out of here.
Yeah, no, if you're Goofy Goobers, you are definitely mentally and maybe even literally shitting your pants right now. After seeing that final play out of Eggman. And just the defense on Baddy League in general. It was just fucking phenomenal. Heron had the hacks where he needed them to be. Benny even popped off in the beginning, had a couple of really good holds. Had Reaver with a couple of... It's just an amazing team play coming out of the side of Baddy League right now.
Hello there.
Great team play indeed, but when you see Eggman do the things he did in that last fight, it just makes you really think they're just getting run through by one guy.
And you're going to try and go full cheese on the side of Goofy Goobers with the Bastion, the May, the Baptiste.
They gotta do something to switch it up, because whatever they're doing is not working. But even I don't even know what they can do. They gotta do something to shut him down. But
this Bastion's not only a Bastion, but he's like the fucking last Bastion of the hope of Goofy Goobers right now.
This is gonna be over in under a minute. I'm calling it right now. With how this is looking so far.
Heron already getting set up in the back line, but
they're not. It doesn't seem like they're actually expecting the Bastion here, so they're gonna have to reset. Heron did get around onto the back line as a. I think they know he's kind of back here.
I think it's gonna be Heron who plays a vital role in this. They want Heron to get that EMP, so
they know he's back here.
Because that EMP is going to give Eggman the green light to just go in and do what he does best.
So Heron's gonna unstealth on the back line as he's gonna kind of draw attention away.
Yep, this team fight's just gonna go the favor of Goofy Goobers.
It's going pretty well so far. They're they're putting all the eggs in the Bastion basket right now, as he's gonna pop the tank mode. He's gonna be able to take out Cube and Pete as
that's
the coalescence and immediately got shut down.
Look at Heron. Look at him. Look at this little guy.
He's just being annoying, but Benny's gonna get taken out by Sliced Bread, and Sliced Bread is also gonna take out Head Reaver. This is looking really good on the side of the Goobers.
This is rinsing and repeating.
Maybe this is the team comp that they've been looking for. I mean, he's gonna try and solo cap this. He only needs 1 tick, but he's just gonna
being cheeky right now, and I love it. He almost fully back capped that, and that would have been amazing.
Just gonna reset all the way back to 0 though. As long as he can pull attention away from like at least more than one of these guys, it's really just. They gotta get past this Bastion. If they take out the Bastion, it's gonna be
go again, boys.
Fight's gonna be over.
Yep, I knew this one would come down on here. Look at him hanging out back there. There's like a whole violent team fight just happening up there, and Heron's just chilling on the point. Time of his life.
He's doing what he can. His Head Reaver's gonna pop the whole hog and be able to take out the Reinhardt.
But
Ant Matrix coming in to amp up the damage coming out of the Bastion is they really can't. They really can't face check this corner, or just gonna get instantly melted.
Here we go, Baddy League, about to go full fucking Boogaloo mode. Heron's got the EMP, they got the Coalescence and the Bonkos, and there it is,
gonna get
Bastion out.
And
that's gonna be an immediate 2 picks coming out of the side of Baddy League.
That's all they really needed. A great EMP coming out of Heron.
Eggman! Eggman! Holy fuck, boys. There it is.
Victory.
Holy shit.
So it looks like all it really took was Heron to farm up that EMP. He got 4 with it.
What did I say?
Rendered pretty much everyone useless, and they got steamrolled after that.
Yep.
Head Reaver coming in with the play of the game. pretty good halt comboed into the EMP, into the whole hog, as he's gonna be able to take out 3 with the help of Eggman. Is another victory on the board for Baddy League.
Yeah, that's the series going to the side of Baddy League. But
It's also gonna tie them with the Tramp Stamp Soccer Moms at 9 wins here. If they can get this third, that'll put them in first place.
I see the win on the side of Baddy League right now, because unless something can be done about this Doomfist, I just don't see anything going the way of Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like, even if they are able to do something about him, I mean, the rest of the team is backing him up really well.
Oh yeah, like if they keep Eggman on this Doomfist and they keep Heron on this Sombra, that's all you need. EMP plus just fucking point at their general direction and just be like,
I mean, it's literally just EMP plus anything, and that's a team fight win.
especially when you got someone who, in a matter of 3 seconds, can wipe out half the enemy team with an EMP. That is nuts. Like, what do you even do in that situation? But maybe we do see a sign of life from the side of the Goofy Goobers when we go into Oasis. If they can find some sort of counter, put Dreaded on the McCree maybe to counter out that Doomfist when he goes for the dives. Or Brian on the May. I saw they were trying that, but
I mean, he's been on this May most of the time, and that still hasn't done anything.
yeah, no, you're at that point, if you're Goofy Goobers, where you're just sitting here scratching your heads, trying to throw everything at the wall.
And nothing is sticking.
But we're gonna have live Axolotl move to DPS. Snipes moved to tank. And oh, okay, that's gotta be a fucking meme. Oh my god, it's not a meme.
They throwing up the white. Do you think they're throwing up the white flag already?
It is, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to see Dreaded DPS play something that is not DPS. We are going to see the man who I believe won MVP last year, infamous for how much of an absolute fucking Chad god he was on the Widow. And we're going to see him on support.
It does seem, though, according to himself in the chat here, that he is having some frame issues. And,
my vote is he plays Zen.
He's not being as effective. That's rough.
That's got it. I remember my first year of Baddy League, and I played.
He's trying.
That was I feel his pain. I left ever since I switched to a desktop. I was like, how the fuck did I play on a laptop?
I don't know, dude, but here we go. Oasis.
My vote for Dreaded support is he's gonna run the Baptiste or the Zen. Come on, he's gone.
He's only playing on a little less efficient computer, so we'll see what he decides to pick. If he picks something a little easier, that's just kind of point and click and hope he kills something.
Ooh, I can see the Lucio out of him. Oh!
Here is the Zenyatta.
Your boy gets it.
This man's gonna get lit up by Eggman.
Dude, Dreaded DPS or Zenyatta, the best DPS in the game. There is a reason that my highest kill count match is with Zenyatta, because Zenyatta is the greatest DPS in the game. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Until you just get absolutely boned by some other dive heroes, and
yeah, unless
you're done.
Unless you get boned by a gigantic ripped man with a giant fist.
Science will reveal.
Alright, anyway, here we go. Starting here off at City Center. Baddy looking to get the high ground really early. Provide some good vantage points for Heron to do some work on this Hanzo as Eggman looking to dive into somebody.
Really slow team fight though.
Yeah, really just waiting for the point to unlock here as Eggman's going in with the seismic slam. As Brian's gonna get picked out by Heron. This is a quick early advantage.
That is the war horn for Eggman. No May. Oh boy.
Going in!
Cowabunga it is!
As a great Hall Hook combination. It's gonna take out the Orisa. Dreaded DPS gonna get taken out by Head Reaver, and fairly convincing first fight win here for Baddy League.
Get into position.
Dude, holy goddamn.
Yeah, there's not much. It's not much you can do right now.
What do you even do? What do you even do if you're Goofy Goobers right now?
And I'm just
Cry.
keep going, keep trying. As Coalescence gonna get popped here by
Maybe.
both teams.
Maybe just like curl up in your chair in the fetal position.
Eggman coming in from the top rope is
into the iris.
Meteor Strike coming out. He's gonna look for Axolotl here on the high ground as he's gonna force him off. So they finally get to push onto the point here. Dragon Strike getting comboed in with the halt. Not gonna be able to take anyone out, but Eggman's gonna be able to finish off Dreaded DPS as
Yeah, it's alright. Eggman's just a walking ult on his own. You don't even need the dragon.
Heron taking out Slice Bread is another fight advantage coming in for the Baddy League. Supercharger gonna look to see if they can finish this one out as it forces them back. Axolotl gonna get caught out before he can retreat. Snipe's taken out by Eggman, and
Right.
that fight's over really fast.
Yeah, I don't even know what you do at this point if you're Goofy Goobers.
It's like these fights are so, it's so hard to cast because these fights are so one-sided. It's just
I
like
think
it's over before it really starts.
you just you take your headset off, go into the fetal position on the floor, and just start fucking crying.
Oh, Eggman! The Eggman
Yeah.
with the sitting at spawn, gonna get the rocket
my
punch on Axolotl. He didn't even get a chance to walk out of spawn. And he's already down.
Yep, and there goes. Oh my god, holy shit.
Both Coalescence
Look
gonna
at
get
Eggman.
popped as Eggman's gonna get taken down by Sliced Bread as this might be the opportunity
Is it?
that the Goobers are looking for,
Into position.
Nope.
but they can't even get to the point as,
Holy shit.
I mean, they
my God.
they got Eggman, they got him,
To 0.
but
They got him,
not before
but at what cost?
the round.
Ready for battle.
And they,
But hey.
I love that he's literally sitting at the
Don't
spawn door. Axolotl just walks out and gets rocket fisted right into the wall.
Yeah, just imagine. You're just leaving your house, bright sunny day, new day. You had a bad day yesterday, but it's a new day. You take a step out the door, and just a gigantic,
5.
most likely 6'5" man with a giant metallic fist
Round.
just fucking sends you to the Shadow Realm.
That's rough. As we're heading over
Only
to
had
Universe.
that day once.
That's point number 2 as looks like they're both kind of setting up shop here at the middle choke points. Is a really nice halt coming out of Snipes, but not really gonna get anything out of that. Eggman sitting here on the side with a
There
rocket
he
punch,
is.
uppercut. Gonna do some disrupting as Eggman, the support Eggman, gonna get taken out by Head Reaver. Axolotl gonna get domed by Heron. As another really early fight advantage, as Eggman's gonna be able to do some havoc wreaking on the back line as he takes out Brian with the uppercut. It's just a rocket punch coming in from Eggman.
Christ.
Snipes getting taken out by Heron. Slice Bread gonna get taken out by Heron. Couple Storm Arrow kills to finish off, and it's the point capture coming in.
Has Goofy Goobers tried the Sombra yet?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, that was. Please tell me you saw that.
Another rocket punch kill coming out of Eggman as he's literally doing whatever he wants. There's nothing. They're doing nothing to stop this guy.
Dude, Eggman is a fucking anime protagonist right now.
So yeah, Axolotl swapped over to the Mei. As Eggman diving in onto the back line. Dragon Strike coming in from Heron. Axolotl's gonna fall.
And
Slice Bread's
there
gonna
goes-
fall. Eggman gonna punch the Snipes off the map. As Heron takes out Dreaded DPS, and that's another super easy fight win.
I'm surprised. I am
Eggman
surprised
gonna get-
they have not run the Sombra yet. That is the #1 Doomfist counter. And they
maybe
just
maybe they don't have anyone who's super comfortable on that hero.
honestly at this point, you gotta throw anything at the wall.
Really early Coalescence getting popped here by Dreaded DPS is Meteor Strike coming in out of Dr. Eggman and not gonna get anybody. This Dreaded DPS is gonna be able to fade away from that one. Is Riptire from Brian not gonna find anybody. Supercharger
Ended in one punch.
taken out really fast as Baddy League on Wednesday nights doing their thing and taking out Goofy Goobers one by one. Dreaded
This is
DPS
such
trying
a
to run away.
match.
Eggman chasing after him, gonna get taken out.
The result of this match is so definitive.
Axolotl getting hooked instantly out of his teleport.
And that's just gonna be a 3-0 clap coming out of. Oh my god.
That was a clap indeed.
That might
Baddy
be
League on Wednesday nights are really showing up today as they take the 3-0 here over the Goobers as
but
Heron
it's
coming in with the play of the game.
play.
It's probably this double kill Dragon Strike. Is gonna throw it into the choke. So you can see Snipes getting punched off the map and nice shots coming here out of Heron.
Ooh. Oh my god, boys.
Eggman gonna one up his 69% with 70% here. There's a
What a
blue
real
cards across the board. Really
no
convincing.
shocker there. That has gotta be a absolutely I don't what
Demoralizing. I mean, you got smoked. You got absolutely smoked. But anyway,
that's gotta be a demoralizing loss if you're Goofy Goobers.
yeah. So with that victory, that's actually gonna vault Baddy League on Wednesday nights up into the first place position. 10 wins. As Goofy Goober is gonna fall a little bit further down. Actually, they're gonna still stay in 5th place, but
still.
anyway,
They're gonna-
that's gonna do it.
Better
Here.
luck next week, I guess.
That's gonna do it here for week 4 of season 7 of the Baddy Overwatch League. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.